Welcome back. Okay. Welcome back to episode 7 of the test run. Today we are joined by a very cool, I don't even know if that's the right word. Yeah, I'll just use it. A very cool other creator. rekrap2.
Yo, what is up, dude?
Not much. How about you?
Not too much. Just trying to make the old videos, you know. It's always a struggle.
Are we allowed to hear any of the leaks?
I mean, maybe vaguely. I'm working on a video. I don't know if I can spoil it a ton. I'm making a data pack right now. So I'm talking with a guy who's really into making data packs, and he's showing me how to make it. Because that'll be key for the next video.
Yeah, I mean, I watched your melons video on, when did that come out? Like Saturday?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I watched that in a call with Vortex, dude. And
Really?
I'm gonna just say this right now. That was the best, like, Minecraft video that I have watched in 2023
Dude,
so far.
Thank you.
I'm just saying that.
That means a lot coming from you.
Yeah, that intro, dude. As soon as it had like the panning shot above the melons, and then it said 4 months ago, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one.
Let's go, dude. I was a little bit worried about that intro because like I made it so long ago, and lots of the time I'll make a ton of different versions for my intros, but I was just like, I'm done, man. It's late. I just gotta send it. If it's good, it's good. So I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah. How long did you spend total on that video, do you think?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I could probably look at my my files to see when I started recording. It took. I always find it so hard to answer that question because Premiere Pro doesn't have a feature to like tell you how long you've been working on a project. Like I would die for that, dude. That would be so cool. Like, wow, I spent like 50 hours on this video.
100 hours on this.
But I edited it in maybe 2 weeks ish. I edited on and off for a bit. I don't know. So in conclusion, I don't have a great answer to your question. I can tell you I spent like 12 hours editing the last day though, like the day before upload. Just like that was.
How much of the video did you have done before like those final 12 hours? Did you have like everything complete, like the outline like completely finished?
I'd finished recording, and I think I'd imported all of the footage, but it was, I would say the project was like 40-50% done, maybe more than 50% done, around 50% done.
And you just did it all in 12 hours?
Yeah.
Like that's pretty crazy, dude.
Thank you. I really try to edit fast, and I kind of take pride in hopefully being an efficient editor, or at least when I do sit down. Like I like learning my hotkeys, and I remember I was teaching Branzy like 2 weeks ago how I edit and how to edit faster, because he I think he heard me talking about it, and so we sat in a call and he watched me edit, and I showed him a whole bunch of different hotkeys and tricks, and so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, dude, I am the most inefficient editor ever. Like,
yeah, like how so?
So I have this video that I'm working on right now, and I said this on the podcast with Bacon Waffles last week, but I made I wouldn't really call it a dumb decision.
Yeah.
It is just incredibly time consuming because I'm composing my own score for the video.
Oh, dude, I heard. That's so cool.
Yeah. Dude, like I found this one theme. I'm not gonna leak it, but I was telling this to Bacon. You know how Star Wars and whatever has its own theme. Harry Potter has its own theme.
Yeah.
So this video, I'm not gonna talk exactly what I did in it. Yeah. But do you by any chance know Ray's Works?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Ray was helping us. Like he was kind of like he took the mentor role in this story, right?
Dude, so if he's in that, oh my gosh, that video is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, so I basically have this theme, and it's called Ray's theme, and it's this like one sequence of notes, and I figured out like a bunch of ways to manipulate it and whatever, so it's different each time. But it's that one sequence of notes, and you can just hear it throughout the entire video in like the most peculiar little places. Dang. When like he's getting referenced or stuff like that. So
dude, that's
it's sick. Really, yeah, it's a lot of work though. I would not suggest doing it.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'll probably just stick to my my download button on Epidemic Sound for now. But I've kind of, I'm not like seriously, but I've always thought like that'd be cool to like learn how to make music. I've never really done that. I did the clarinet in junior high for like 2 or 3 years and sang in like elementary, but like that's it. And it just seems like such a creative thing to do, and I like listening to music, and maybe it'd be fun. I don't know though. I haven't tried it. I'm not a great singer either, so I'd probably be terrible.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I thought it was gonna be super hard to compose music and whatnot, but like genuinely, I don't know why, but once you kind of get used to the software, it's super easy. Like the only thing that you're kind of you're limited by 2 things in creating music. It's not your knowledge about music. You're limited by how well you know your software, and then how creative you can get.
That's an interesting way to think about it.
Because I know nothing about music theory. Like I played the piano. Yeah,
Aren't you like
I played the piano.
Stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I know how to sing. I played the piano for a bit. I played the clarinet for a bit. But in terms of composing something or like all the intricate music details and stuff, I know nothing. Like genuinely nothing.
Dang. Well, I'm super excited to hear that music. You know who is also making music?
Terrain.
Oh yeah, true. Terrain's music was actually fire, dude. I went on a walk and I listened to his bonus playlist. That was exactly what I needed that day, dude. It was so good.
Yeah.
But I was also gonna say, actually, I feel like I could say their name, but I don't know, maybe for privacy's sake. So maybe do you edit?
Yeah, I can cut it out. If you
want, okay, gotcha. I mean, I don't think he would care, but he's making music. He showed me a clip of music he was making, and he was like, "Can I get your opinion on this?" I thought initially I was like, this probably won't be my style of music, so I don't know what I'm gonna say if it's like rap or something. But it was like dope, and it was like what I kind of listened to. So that was cool.
Was it like a pop song?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, that's cool. Same with like Fantast too.
Oh yeah. Raspberry. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's such an efficient way, like especially if you already have a platform to make music and then promote it through that. Because if you try to go just music, I mean, you gotta be like incredibly talented.
Yeah. How do people even grow? Like they just post a song on Spotify and there's like an algorithm that just like promotes more popular songs, or would they?
Yeah, I mean, good question.
Huh. You gonna post your stuff to like Spotify and whatnot?
Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff, yeah.
Hype. So is it mostly classical music sort of? Like, I guess it's probably what you use in your videos, that sort of style.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's interesting, though, because I was kind of thinking about this as I was going to bed last night, but film scores have, like, double meanings, if that makes sense. So I listen to a lot of film scores, and so when I listen to a song, like, you get that internal emotion and like that internal feeling that comes from you, right? But then you also get, since you've already watched a movie, assuming you've already watched the movie that the film score is attached to, you get the second meaning from it, which is like what the actual composer intended to do with it. So it's like if you listen to a typical pop song, it's like, oh, this is what this song means to me, because you don't know what the song really meant to the person who made it unless you are somehow like able to tell. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But like in film scores, you have, this is what this song was meant to show, and then this is what it means to me. So that's why I kind of like listening to them.
Oh, interesting. Well, I'll definitely be listening to the songs you use. I think you probably have the best ear for music when it comes to Minecraft videos, in my opinion. Like from what I watch.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me that. I feel like my editing is, it's not that crazy, but I think my music is my strength.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a good strength to have. Like music adds so much to videos, dude. Sometimes I have this thought that I want to make a video and have no music on it. Because like people like techno would make videos like that, and they're so good, and I aspire to be like that. But then I watch it, and I'm like, well, maybe I could add music, and I add music. It's way better.
Yeah. Do you typically add in music like before, during, or after you edit?
That's a good question. I'll do all three. It just depends on the situation, but mainly I'll go through like 3 or so passes with editing, like one probably to just a huge rough cut of just any maybe voice lines or potentially interesting footage, or a clip of like me mining. I'll like check in there, and then I'll go back through, narrow it down, and then I'll go back through again and add music, and then I'll go back through and like polish it up. So maybe like 4 passes. So it's usually towards the middle to later end of it.
Yeah. It's interesting because like when I was editing this video that like I'm working on right now, I edited it with 0 music. So like the intro had no music, no parts had music. And I think what's so nice about that is you let the footage tell its own story. And then instead of like, because typically what I would do is I would go on Artlist or whatever, like Epidemic, and I'd search up songs and I'd find songs. I think I'd probably spent more time searching for songs than editing. That's a big reason of why I wanted to do this. But like when you're actually composing, you create the story out of your footage first. And then you say, okay, now that I have the story and it's completely like not manipulated by music at all, that's when you add in the music.
Yeah. Because
you probably don't. Interesting.
Yeah, that is fascinating. Because I assume you don't want to make a song and have a beat drop hit on a specific interval, and then you're like, well, I should probably cut out this voice line so it's better. Yeah. And then it's just off.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So how are you balancing all of this new music stuff and video making with the end of school coming up? Because you're a senior, and like, dude, how much of school do you have left? Like, how long until you're graduated?
2 months.
2 months. You have a bit of senioritis?
Dude, I don't even want to get started. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't even know, because in junior year, I was going to bed at 2 a.m. on a typical day.
Dang, that's kind of late.
I've been going to bed earlier, but I don't even, like, I just don't put nearly as much time into YouTube as I used to. And it'll probably change as the summer comes in and like everything frees up. But
true.
Like if the boys want to head out to IHOP on a Wednesday night, then I'm not going to turn them down because it's senior year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Live it up, man. Yeah. I didn't get the last couple months of my senior year. Like as soon as stuff was starting to ramp up and the celebrations were going to begin and have late night senior things, COVID hit, and I didn't see anybody. It was kind of crazy.
I mean, what's kind of crazy is that COVID is what got me back into Minecraft.
Really? You were like out of it before COVID?
Dude, I stopped playing Minecraft in 5th grade or 6th grade.
Dang.
And at the time, I was playing like, what was even, Fortnite. Yeah, it was Fortnite.
Oh, so, okay.
Fortnite was like big.
Yeah.
And then when COVID hit, my friend, I think it was Quincy, he goes, yeah, so I'm starting up a Minecraft server. Do you want to join? And I was like, sure. So That's what got me back in.
So we have Quincy to thank for the entire parrot empire.
Yeah.
Dang, that's hype.
I know. All right, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you've listened to any of the previous episodes, but I ask this to every single person who comes on.
Yeah.
All right, so what are your goals 2023 and then long term? And it doesn't have to be with YouTube. It can be with anything.
Mm-hmm. You know, I've never been one to make goals, and I think a lot of that is because with YouTube, I've never really had goals. I guess the only goal has been to have every video do better than the last. But at least in terms with YouTube and goals, more recently, I was on a call with Sandiction the other day. We chat a lot and play games, talking about YouTube, and I don't feel like I've been in it as much with YouTube as much recently. I don't feel like I have as much of a drive as I used to, and I don't post videos as much. But one thing that I want to do is I want to get another video with 10 million views. Like, have a video be good enough that it does that. Because I've always felt like I could do it if I wanted to. And it feels like, yeah, why not? And it's given me like a thing to aim at with YouTube. And so that's been nice. We'll see if that motivation sort of stays. But that's one thing. As for everything else, I don't really have goals. Stay fit, eat healthy, live well. I don't know. not a great answer.
For the 10 million viewed video, what are you thinking on your time frame for that? Because you probably have like what, 1 or 2 videos that are probably going to cross 10 million soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's a fair point, because like time has a lot to do with it. I think like a 10 million view video, I mean, obviously if one gets 10 million views in 2 years, I still count that. But what I'm envisioning is like a 10 million view video in maybe like 3 months. Like, it has 3 months to get 10 million views. Like, I think that would hit the goal. And maybe I should make the goal higher, just so I always have a goal that's like that you'll never achieve. I think that's probably good for doing stuff long term, because I think I do want to do YouTube for long term, and just having something that's always keeping you going. Because if you always just hit your goals, then I don't know. At least I don't know. That's what Sandiction was talking to. He wants to get a video with 100 million views on that. Another project of his. I guess I can't say much about that either. Frick, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I was looking back at like our old content, and by our I mean like you, me, Spoke, Clown. Way back in October to December of 2021. Yeah. And I don't even know what drove us, dude. But we had a lethal upload schedule.
Yeah, we did.
Lethal.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, so Spoke was running weekly. I was doing once every 2 weeks. You were around that too. Clown was going like twice a week.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, it's crazy how much stuff changes in life, you know?
Yeah. And I don't even know what it is, because it's not burnout. It's not like, to me, it's not burnout. It's not like I don't want to sit down at my computer and edit because I'm tired of it. Yeah. It's like something else. I don't know what it is, but I should probably figure it out.
Yeah, it's always a tricky place to navigate, tricky headspace to be about. Just like making videos in general, like being a YouTuber, that's just so like crazy of a place to be in, and not many people are here, so I always find it weird to talk about. I'm like, yeah, because like I don't know, nobody else can like relate to this, you know.
I know, because like I've sat in so many calls with Spoke at like 1 a.m. and we just talk about YouTube. But I feel like to people who are listening to this podcast, they just won't. Maybe they will understand it, but yeah. I don't know. I was just like a different breed a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that's wild, dude. You were going sicko wacko mode. And do you think you'll ever get back to that cadence? That upload?
I think schedule? I'm gonna do it this summer.
Okay. I mean, I guess you kind of did it with the One Heart series. Like, you were posting close to weekly with those.
Yeah, I wanted to. Well, okay, so the first 3 episodes were weekly, and then I got rejected from my the college that I earlied to.
Yeah.
So then my mom was like, "All right, time to step off. You're gonna be working on college applications."
Did you mind that? Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad I got it over with. So.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And then today's the big day.
Yeah, dude. That'll be crazy. Let me know how it goes if you get into some epic schools. I would ask what you're applying to, but I guess we probably shouldn't talk about the specifics of that.
Yeah, I think every single school every single school that's coming out today, because today's Ivy Day. It's Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So
all the Ivy Leagues are the same day?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 6 schools coming out today, and every single one is under a 7% acceptance rate. So I'm honestly not if I get rejected from all of them, I'll completely understand. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I've already gotten into a couple schools. Assuming I don't get into any today, I pretty much know where I'm going to go.
Oh, so. That's good. That's great. How many in total did you apply to?
Dude, a lot. 24.
Oh, dang. Yeah, that's quite a few. I think I only did 6 or 7. I kind of wish I would have applied to an Ivy League school just to see, but I don't know. I really didn't care a ton.
Yeah.
That's dope, though.
How was your college experience?
How was it? It was good, I think. It was the first time, though, that I really understood not doing schoolwork or not really wanting to do schoolwork. I was a good student. I had a 4.0 from the last quarter of 6th grade. I always remember this, to when I graduated. It's I was always on top of it. It was just, I was in the mindset of there just wasn't any other option. It just was do the work and do it to the best of your ability. And sometimes I wouldn't necessarily like doing it, but I think in general I liked learning. And I would stay up late to finish assignments. I would do AP classes. But when I got to college, the combination with COVID and starting YouTube and being in a different environment, because lots of the school was online, for the first time, I was I just don't want to do the work. I just want to make YouTube videos, and it's doing super well. So that was probably an overall theme of college. But I really liked all my classes that were on campus. I loved going up in person. I took this TV and media history class. It was an honors course for my scholarship. That was so cool. I loved dude, the honors teachers were always so fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
I had a class on the meaning of life that I really enjoyed. Those professors were great. I almost went on a study abroad program, but then that got canceled because of COVID. And then I was gonna say one last thing. Oh yeah, I would always I loved studying in the library. I would always go up to the library, nice quiet space, and I would journal a lot too. Just to start off my studying session, I just kind of type what was going on the day, how I was feeling, and sometimes I look back on that and I can almost relive what it was like. And it was great. I did 2 years of college and got an associate's.
Yeah, I mean, well, you. I mean, could you even consider would you even consider it like dropping out if you technically got your degree?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know what to call it, because I had 2 more years left on my scholarship. I had a full ride, so that was like a big reason I didn't drop out sooner. And I was like,
Yeah,
it's better to drop out with an associate's rather than like a handful of credits, because an associate's will be good forever and at any school, but credits will like degrade and they don't last forever. So I don't know. I kind of do consider it, but kind of not. Mostly not consider it dropout.
yeah. What pushed you to drop out? Like, was it gradual building up, or was it this one, or let's say like a series of videos that just went off and you're like, I want to go all in?
It wasn't even like about the videos doing well. It was about me being demotivated to do school. And that was like a gradual buildup. It was just, I remember I did a medical anatomy and physiology class, and I'd always been pretty into medical classes at like towards the end of high school and going into college. This was the second year of a medical of anatomy and stuff, and it was really intensive. But I just wanted to do YouTube more, and so classes like that, I don't know. I remember there was this one class too that I took, pharmacology. Dude, that was terrible. I don't know if it was just because my motivation for school was going down, but memorizing drug names, like every drug has like 3 different names you have to memorize, and you have to know exactly what they do and how they. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. It was terrible. Not my cup of tea, dude.
Were you planning on becoming a doctor?
No. A doctor always seemed too intensive for me. Maybe at some point, but my plan was to get a bachelor's in something like microbiology, or something like that. Get a job, see how I liked it, and then if I wanted to, that bachelor's would be a good stepping stone into something like medical school.
Yeah. I mean, like for me personally, I'm totally fine with numbers, but I can never find myself going into some sort of science besides environmental science.
So what would you want to go into?
I'd probably, yeah, that's a good question. I was thinking like between business, data science, and film.
Okay.
Potentially environmental science.
So all the stuff you sort of do with YouTube. YouTube is a business, you deal with data and film.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. So are you going to try to like double major, or like have a major and a minor in those? Or is there one particular that you're like, I want to do this rather than the other two?
Yeah, so it depends on the schools that I get into today. But
okay, interesting.
One specifically has this, it has this like curriculum where you can basically create your own curriculum, right?
Okay.
So that means that I could combine different classes and I could create like, I could basically create my own degree. Like there's recs that I would have to take, but I could say, I want to create this bachelor's degree, and yes, it's going down this pathway, but there's these classes that I want to add to it. So I could add I could create like the YouTube degree and add film classes, business classes, data science classes. I could even add like music composition classes, like that kind of stuff.
That sounds kind of cool. So is it just one school that does that?
Yeah, it's just one school.
Is that your top pick?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And I assume it's one of the ones that has like a 7% acceptance rate?
Yeah, 3%.
Okay.
So
3%, yeah, that's kind of low. I feel like you have a decent chance though.
I don't know.
Do you talk about your YouTube in your applications? Like what is the thing setting you apart from everybody else?
Okay. So I have some pretty like traditional extracurriculars, like clubs and stuff, and I did tutoring for a bit, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But my main essay is about YouTube. Like my overall essay. And then like each school has its own prompts that they want you to fill out. So there was like one which was like, why do you want to attend here? And then what can you add to our community? Stuff like that. Yeah. That one I didn't really mention YouTube as much. I talked about like other stuff. But yeah, I think YouTube's probably the main highlight of everything for me.
True. Do you think the universities will, like, how do you think they'll react to that? Like, do you think the university will have the view of like, that's just something kids do or high school dropouts do? Like, he makes Minecraft videos. Those are like, do you think they have any like biases towards it, or do you think they'll be pretty open and like, wow, that's a cool creative endeavor?
I think, okay, so here's the thing. I think it's either a hit or miss. Either they like it and like, this is something incredibly unique and they'd accept me, or they don't know what it is, / they just don't think it's cool, and then I get rejected. Yeah. Because right now, I don't know if you know what a waitlist is, but I've only gotten waitlisted at like 2 places, and the rest have either been acceptances or rejections, which is pretty unusual.
So what's a waitlist?
Waitlist is when they're like, yeah, we think you're a qualified candidate, but you're not in our top this %. So we're going to put you on a waiting list. And if someone doesn't want to attend here, then we take someone from the waiting list.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's cool. And so are you going to be moving out, I assume? I mean, if you're applying to 24, I assume most of those would be not close to home.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you excited for that? Like, when do you turn 18? You're not 18 yet, right?
No, yeah, I turn 18 in July. So when July hit, that's so sad because I'm going to Vortex with I'm going with Vortex to VidCon, and like he's the one that has to book all of the flights, do all the hotels. Like I can't do anything because I'm not even going to be 18.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm pretty excited to move out. I'm a bit nervous because I've never lived alone, but I assume it'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, you have to let me know how it goes. I've never lived alone either. I'm just living with Darren right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I'd be staying in a dorm. So.
Oh, okay, I think that's a good place to start. Not that I know anything about moving out.
How was that, by the way, moving out with Jaren?
It's been good. I was definitely ready to move out of my parents' place because I stayed. Was it a full 2 years after high school? Or like a year and a half at my parents' house because it was close and I just lived there while I went to college. Like I would bike to college every morning, and I really love doing that and staying up on the campus. But it's been good. I think I prefer moving in with another human being rather than living alone. I think it'd probably be better for your mental, and we'll chat about YouTube and stuff and give each other inputs on titles and thumbnails. But honestly, a lot of the time we just kind of do our own thing, and we don't see each other a ton in the day. Like he'll go for runs, he'll do like boxing in the morning, and we'll each be in our own little offices and stuff. It's good. I like it.
Do you guys like eat dinner together? No?
No. Only if we happen to be eating at the same time.
So like how much would you guys say you interact each day? Like in person?
Each
like
day?
How many minutes?
In person?
Or how many hours?
Like how many minutes? Definitely less than an hour. It depends.
Really?
It's kind of sporadic. Yeah.
That's interesting, yeah.
Cuz like
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's probably different for everybody. But some days he'll have friends over and we'll play Jackbox and play cards or play poker. So that'll be like a couple hours, or maybe we'll do something like we'd go to like basketball games. But for the most part, it's pretty low. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you think that experience has been compared to, let's say, like living at home with your parents?
Like in any particular ways?
Yeah. Like, have you been more productive? I
don't think productivity's changed a ton. I have an office and I have a bedroom, and I really like that, having that separation. It's probably pretty similar, honestly, in most ways.
Yeah. Do you like ever go back to your parents' house to visit them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I go back like every weekend.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean not every weekend, but pretty much every weekend. And then sometimes we'll do stuff in the middle of the week. I think me and my brothers went bowling with my dad, I think like a week ago. So that was hype. I'm pretty sure that was just on like a Thursday or Friday.
Yeah. All right. I have a question for you.
Okay, shoot.
What is a typical day? What does a typical day look like in rekrap's life?
That's a good question. Lately, a little bit more than actually maybe not. It's been going down, but lots of the time my day will start at like we should say it starts at 1 a.m. because I'm up till 1 a.m. just like doing stuff. And usually that's
so it
just
starts
like,
at midnight.
Yeah. So
Okay.
most of the time that'll be like typical, probably speedrunning. Trying to get a good time for like an hour or so, and then I'll go to bed. I usually wake up at. I wish I had a more consistent schedule sleeping. That's something I'll make as a goal and try to shoot for. But I'll wake up anywhere from 7 to 10, depending on the day. Usually like 8:30 to 9:30. I'd say most of the days that's when I wake up. And lately, it's been working out. Well, I don't know. Honestly, there's like a couple different variations. So I'd say like the three main things I do first thing in the morning after waking up is either just get straight to work, like hop on my computer and like edit or do something in Minecraft, or go straight to exercise or straight to breakfast. So like it's never like always the same. Today, I woke up and first thing I did was work out. And then it's usually just on and off, working on the computer, eating until like lunch. And then maybe I'll do something if I am going to go hang out with my family, or if there's going to go hang out with friends or something like that. But that usually doesn't happen, so it's mainly working and eating and hanging out with people online.
Working
like
and eating.
getting yeah, I guess so. And watching YouTube videos, I do that too.
Yeah. All right, I have a question that I need you to be 100% honest about, okay?
Okay.
How many hours a day do you speedrun?
I can probably check, actually. Well, actually, no, because I have this thing where I track my speedruns, so I can see exactly like how fast I'm entering the nether and like what my splits are. But I would say 3 or 4 hours a day, maybe.
Yeah. Do you have like a video plan for that,
like
or is it
that.
just a fun pastime?
Sort of two. I want to get. So right now, I just really want to get a fast time because I have a story that I want to tell.
Okay. All right.
So that'll definitely be a video. It's pretty addicting though.
Yeah.
It also goes in waves. Like I'll go an entire week and not speedrun. Like just because I'm like I've been doing this too much and I just won't. So I don't know. It's kind of variable. I'm definitely not as addicted as I used to be. So like yesterday was a big speedrunning day, and that was only like 4 or 5 hours probably.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I've speedran. So back in whenever Dream posted his world record speedrun video,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I can do this. Surely. Right?
Surely.
So I sat down at my computer and like for 3 straight days, I just speedran, all that kind of stuff. And I thought it would be like easy to get world record, right? Clearly it wasn't, because the fastest time I got was I think 36 minutes.
Hey, that's not bad. That's solid.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't really happy with that. So I ended up making a fake speedrun video where like I sabotaged a run and then sent it to the mods. And I'm pretty sure I'm banned off of speedrun.com anyway. But
wait, like a legit fake speedrunning video or like a troll fake speedrunning video?
Well, no, like a troll.
Okay, and you submitted that. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. That's
funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, that happened. But the thing about specifically RSG speedrunning, which is random seed glitchless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, pretty much entirely.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like it's gambling.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because obviously you can be the best in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can be the best speedrunner in the world, and yeah, you're equipped for a good seed, but you need a good seed in the first place, and you need good luck. Like I feel like there's so many things that can go wrong that, especially when you're getting into like the 8-minute zone, which was just broken into.
Yeah.
Like if one extra blaze doesn't drop, or I don't even know, you like miss a blind travel by 50 blocks, you're pretty much done. You're not getting world record.
Yeah, literally. So, and then it's another like month until you get a good enough world
until you get a seed like that. So I don't even know how people do it, man. Like if I were to ever go into speedrunning, I would definitely do set seed, because that's just all movement. Like you can figure out what you're doing wrong, and you can perfect it and get good at that, and then like you just keep getting better. But in random seed glitchless, like yeah, you can learn all these tactics, but at the end of the day, like yeah, I mean the world record holder is probably going to be like a top 50 speedrunner or top 20 speedrunner, but the best speedrunner in the world doesn't always hold the world record, because a lot of it is luck.
Yeah, like Xylonox, he like a big thing that makes him stand out, and I guess it's even part of like being the best, is just having the mental to put in the amount of hours that he does.
Oh my gosh, dude. Like how do you do that?
I don't know. Well, it's fun. I feel like also though it's not entirely gambling. It can be though. I think of speedrunning in like two parts: the learning and practice, and then the actual doing runs. And sometimes I get sucked into just doing runs when like really I'm not yet good enough to get the time that I want. Like maybe I am if I get absurd luck, but if I just get a little bit better, I could make a more poor quality world work.
Yeah.
And that's initially why I like speedrunning so much, is the learning part. Like, how do you route bastions properly? What blocks should you mine exactly? How do I loot a chest efficiently? How do I sort my hotbar while I'm moving? What decisions should I make? How do quadrants work? And it's like, that is so fun, but it's super easy to get in the trap of, I'm just going to reset a whole bunch. And then it does sort of become like gambling. It's like, oh, I got this like cool enter time. It's not good enough though. Let's get another cool enter time. And then it's like another little hit of dopamine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I try to manage that. And I think I'm definitely better at it. And there's even skill to like resetting and like choosing the right worlds. Because if you think about it, if you're spending an extra minute in a world, and it's just not going to be the one to PB, like that's a skill in of itself. Like when should you exit a world? Like when does it become bad enough? Because the quicker you can do that, the more worlds you can load into, giving yourself a better chance. I don't know. I think about this stuff a lot. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, it's kind of nice that I make commentary videos over speedrunning stuff too now.
No,
so it has a dual purpose.
I think that's really cool. Yeah. So obviously speedrunning has gotten like so much more competitive. I think.
Yeah. Like
since the last time I touched it, the world record was at 21 minutes or something.
Yeah.
But if you drop that down, what is it now? Isn't it sub 8?
Yeah, 7:45.
Do you think there's going to be a time, like a speedrunning time, that is just impossible to beat? Like physically impossible. Someone's going to get it, and you literally need to have like 1 in a trillion odds.
Yeah. But I think it's like you're a math guy, and I'm not super into math, but like an exponential like function or like an exponential decay function. It's like just the distance between each world record will just get longer, I think. So Xylonox's world record, I think it'll stand for a long time. But I don't think that can never be beaten. Like, I think that's just a poor thing to say, because he could have just gotten better blaze rates, like better spawns, and like that's instantly 10 more seconds, you know? Or he could have not messed up this one parkour jump. So I don't think it'll ever get to the point where like it's mechanically impossible, because I don't think anybody will have a mechanically perfect run. I think it'll be close to it. I just think that it'll just, the distance between each world record will get larger and larger. Right now, speedrunning's on a bit of a high, so there's been a lot of world record breaks. I remember the same week, RSG world record got broken, the every advancements world record got broken, and the set seed got broken. So it's definitely on a
that's crazy.
Up. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
That's the thing, though. Like, if someone got, let's say someone like Xylonox, right?
Yeah.
Got the perfect seed, like he got a perfect blind travel right onto the end portal.
Yeah.
And his piglins dropped all the pearls and all the string and the fire res in like the first 10 gold. And then his blazes dropped all the blaze rods in the first 6 blaze kills. And he beats the game in, let's say, 6 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like...
at some point there will be a run that's unbeatable.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like, there's only a finite amount of time you can deal with. But I think that'll be there needs to be a lot more attempts taking in. Because, like, so if you just think about, like, making your portal and ending up in the stronghold with your first portal, that would probably save you, in Xylonox's run, like, a minute or so.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, just from, like, a math standpoint, the odds of that happening are, like, 1 in every, like, several thousand times you make a blind portal. So you need to replicate Xylonox's run, everything that he did, the world record, which is absurd, which is way faster than anybody's done it before. And you have to do that at least 1,000 times on average to have that blind portal happen thing. So, like, the odds are just, like, ridiculously high, and I think it'll take a really long time to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's an interesting thing to think about, especially, like, a speedrun that's, like, so much is, like, based on random number generation, you know? It's wild.
Because that's what I was thinking. Like, what odds do you need to get to beat Xylonox's world record?
Right. Like, somebody with my skill level, I would have to have everything go right, you know? Like, I think I could beat Xylonox's world record if you
spawned in a 12-eye portal.
Yeah, right? So, like, it's not really gonna happen. Yeah. I'd actually be interested to see what my fastest splits are, because I think the fastest I've entered the nether with, like, a buried treasure, like all my tools and stuff, is like 120. And
wow.
I don't know. I had a run yesterday where I entered the nether and I looted the entire bastion and was looking for a fortress at 3 minutes and 48 seconds.
That's pretty crazy.
So, yeah. One of these days
Did you hear, who's that one? Oh, Curryway. Did you hear about how he's doing like 100,000 completed runs?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
That sounds like so much. You got to have a lot of dedication to do that.
Yeah, that's like literally a lifetime goal. Like, it's literally going to take him until he's like 60, dude.
Because, I was doing the math and I was like, wait, am I like miscalculating this? Or is he going to, if he puts in 15 hours a day, he's going to be doing this till he's 40.
Yeah.
And like,
I think that's what he wants, though, because
I know,
it sort of goes back to like
so
setting goals that you can never achieve, just so you always have something to work on. Because it's all about doing it and not having done it, you know? Same with life. Life is a journey, not a destination. That's death, you know?
I mean, if he ever does it, I'm booking a one-way ticket to his house to shake his hand. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, right? I did hear from my brother, I don't know how accurate this is, that he might have his viewers be able to do runs with him and they count towards it. He hasn't done that yet, though. He's at 2 point, or he just passed 2K like the other day, so that was kind of cool. I just DM'd him today, actually. Yeah.
I mean, like, what time do you think he averages? 20 minutes? 15
yeah, it's
minutes?
in the realm of 20 minutes. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a big kick in speedrunning right now of people trying to beat Minecraft 100 times in a row with no resetting in hardcore mode. And nobody's done it before.
If you made a video like that, if you did that and made a video, okay, yeah, I don't want you to go on like 7-month break to pull something off, but I'm just saying, like, if you're looking for a 10 milli video, it's right there.
You think so? I feel like that'd just be repetitive though. Like, how do you always show? You're just like, I don't know. It'd be hard to balance like getting into the
you'd have to like
of
set
each run
tasks and stuff.
Yeah, but maybe it would be kind of cool.
I think it would be cool because, and I think it would work because the tension is so high. Mm-hmm. Like, you're going to have, if you're doing that many runs, you're going to have so many close moments. And like, if you can just make a video out of that and like completing runs, I mean, I think that would go pretty viral.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't have any plans to do it yet, but maybe I'll try that out at some point. There's do you know who Feinberg is?
I think he's a speedrunner, right?
Yeah, he's like one of the top level speedrunners. He has the world record in AA by like a huge margin. He might be my favorite pick, but is definitely like top 3 best speedrunners of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He has the all advancements world record he's gotten the world record, I think 13 times in a row, or maybe it's 11, because nobody else is even close to him in like how good.
What's his time?
He did every single advancement, so getting like a full beacon, killing the wither, getting every single potion effect applied at the same time, beating the game, exploring the end cities in 2 hours and 32 minutes.
That is insane.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. And I think second place, the gap is definitely closed. So I'm probably off on my statements, but I remember at one point it was like he was 40 minutes ahead of second place.
Yeah, that's because, dude, the last time I saw an all advancements run was Illumina, and it was like 19 hours.
Yeah.
So when I hear 2.5, I mean, you got to be optimizing everything.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the one big thing with all advancements runs is so you need to like hit a villager with a lightning, right? So you need like a channeling book. But thunder only happens, like it can only start to happen by like hour 2 or something. So like I remember in the description of the world record video, it's like a 10% chance your run will get lightning. And so that's like the biggest thing. Most other things, like it's just such a long run that like RNG kind of equalizes at the end, but lightning is always the gatekeeper. And so you could get the world record, but it just doesn't thunder. And so you just don't get it. It's wild.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, where do you think you want to go with speedrunning? Like, is there a specific time you want to be? Do you want to become like top 5 or?
I don't have any ambitions to become like top 5 or anything. Currently my goal, I don't have like a super solid goal, but I want to, well, first of all, I obviously want to get a faster run so I can make another commentary. First of all, maybe I'll just make a commentary on a decent run, but I want to do a run where I 0 cycle at the very end. Do you know what that is?
0 cycling?
So you might have heard like of 1 cycling before, like where you kill the dragon with beds. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, like 1 cycling is 1 cycle of the dragon coming down to the center and you blow it up with beds. 0 cycle is you purling and bridging precisely into the air, meeting the dragon in the air before it has a chance to land and blowing him up.
What?
Yeah. Here, let me send you a clip real quick. I just want do you want me to send you a clip like it's a podcast?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean,
this is what a 0 cycle is. Is it this one? Okay, yeah, this is like Okay, I won't say anything. I'll just let you react to it. It's like 20 or it's like 40 seconds. How long is it? 48 seconds. So just watch this.
Okay.
I'll watch it as well, so we're on the same page.
All right, so he's going in the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's through. What is this even? What? So he's bridging.
Keep watching.
Okay, okay. No way. He kills the dragon mid-air? That's crazy. That's
keep watching.
Oh my. No, I did, dude. And the water bucket.
Yeah. That's a 0 cycle.
Yeah.
So normally you don't have to do the water bucket thing, but that's like the highest tier skill probably in speedrunning right now. So I learned that from this guy named Silver like a week or two ago. And I want to pull that off in a run.
Yeah. That's dude. I don't even know how you speedrunners do it.
Yeah, so that's sort of the only goal. I mean, getting like a sub 10 would be cool, and I think I can do it. I probably need to get a little bit better. But those are sort of it. And to not get too addicted and to be able to make videos. That's also probably part of the goal.
You know what's actually crazy? We've already been talking for an hour, bro.
True. Good old
hour.
All
right, you know what time it is?
Oh, yes, actually. Yeah. I'm ready.
The song time?
Song time. Mm-hmm.
All right, wait, is this the right one? Okay, I think this is the right one. Let me know if you can hear it, but...
Okay.
It might be able to play through my AirPods. I kind of doubt it, though.
Oh, wait, I think I heard it at some point, maybe. It's alright, I can imagine it. Oh, there we go. Oh, I hear it. Sort of. Through the crappy AirPod headphones. Okay, cut out. I can't hear
it. Alright.
Did the beat drop happen?
No, not yet.
Oh,
any last words you want to say?
Thanks for having me on. Hope people enjoyed listening to this. Hope everybody has an epic day.
Any channels or anything you want to plug?
No, not really. I mean, if you want to see my stuff, it's rekrap2 on YouTube, and that's it.
All right. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of the test run. I'll see you next week. And yeah, leave a 5-star review, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Yeah.